Hello community, welcome to April's Fool's Day. Today I do have a very special presentation for you. Can you find out if it is April Fool? Look here, Microsoft introduces GPT-4 in cybersecurity. You might think, hey wait, this is the most sensitive sector of a hospital, of banks, of offices, of government buildings, insurance companies, all the private data. And we have now a generative AI model in cybersecurity? Well, yeah, why not? So we have a powered GPT-4 generative AI, and it looks like a simple prompt box, like any other chatbot. And you, as a cybersecurity officer, you are now able to ask, hey, what are all the security incidents in my enterprise? And GPT-4 from Microsoft will summarize them. Now, isn't this amazing? Now, of course, you understand that GPT-4 has to be trained on a very specific data set. And the data set is here, as Microsoft tells us here, Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency from NIST, the National Institute of Standard and Technology in the US. They have a vulnerability database. And then, of course, Microsoft's own threat intelligence database. As you know, they have quite some objects here in the security and cybersecurity sphere. So, if you want to know, hey, by the way, cybersecurity, what exactly is this? I have here from IBM a definition and here from Cisco a definition. And you know, sometimes it's the little words that you notice. Yeah, IBM says cybersecurity is practice of actively protecting critical system. And Cisco says cybersecurity is the practice of protecting system, active. And then, you know, let's have a definition of Microsoft. Cybersecurity is, it helps to protect your critical system. So you see, it just helps you to protect. It's not like with Cisco, it's protecting. No, it helps to protect your system. Yeah? So you might say, okay, so let's have a look at this beautiful new April Fool's system. So you as a security professional, you can ask here in the prompt here, or you can have now ICL, you in the prompt, you have in-context learning. So from all your system, the code snippet for analysis, you input it and then you can ask the system for a reply. And of course, Microsoft tells you, hey, all prompts and responses of your system, so all the most vulnerable information of all your open I/O ports, of when the firewall is down, or whatever happens to backdoors in your IT infrastructure. All this is saved. We keep a copy of it, so you're safe to go. So if you have an audit, we have a complete audit trail of all commands that are wrong, all system errors that we get back from your very critical infrastructure. So isn't that great? And I think the beauty is that Microsoft now added here this GPT-4 chatbot, that it can write code and analyze code for cybersecurity, its suite of products enabled by GPT-4. So, and this is now really, this is a game changer, I would say, here on April Fool's Day, because it looks like a prompt, you know, like Bing you have, no? But Microsoft, of course, limited this GPT-4 system just to security-related queries. So it stated that if you ask it for the weather, it will not be able to answer this, no? So we have here our prompt from this beautiful GPT-4 security system. So here you insert either if you have Microsoft security systems operational, they will input here automatically here the security messages from your system. Hey, firewall is down, or hey, phishing attack noticed, or hey, malware detected, or whatever you have. And then, since it's automatically feed in your prompt, you can then ask here as a professional, hey, what shall I do now? And the system learns. And I think this is gorgeous, because finally you have your cybersecurity managed. No? And as a professional, April Fool's Day. Now, so Microsoft positioned it in a way for IT departments to handle staff shortages and skills gaps. So because, hey, I mean, of course, cybersecurity field is critical for a bank or for a hospital or for, I don't know, insurance companies. Yeah? So, and there's a worldwide gap between the cybersecurity jobs that are there and the workers that are missing. And this gap is 3.4 million people are missing for cybersecurity. So, hey, you can have here, if you have a staff shortage in your company, You can handle these staff shortages here. And now comes the best part. Now you have here, you can GPT-4 will assist now your employees who are new, who are less familiar maybe with the security of an IT infrastructure of a complete company of a Bank of America. They help you here with specific tasks because ChatGPT-4 will automate now all the cybersecurity processes. And my goodness, it is so beautiful to live in those times when you can completely rely on Microsoft for cybersecurity. And maybe you should read here that Microsoft says it doesn't mean that we'll get these things right. I mean, maybe, I mean, the Microsoft vice president and AI security architect for the whole corporation says, we know sometimes this model gets things wrong. So, hey, it's just cybersecurity. So we are offering the ability to make sure that we as Microsoft, we have feedback, says here the vice president. Because it says the feedback loop is a lot more involved now in this than just the thumbs up or the thumbs down that it's used for Microsoft Bing, because it's just cybersecurity, all your sensible data, everything you have for your compliance office here, data privacy, personal privacy data, maybe your bank data. It's a little bit more complicated to say that because there's a lot of ways it could go wrong. I mean, what do you mean a lot of ways it could go wrong? So, but this is just Microsoft will let users respond with exactly what's wrong to get a better understanding of any hallucinations of the AI systems. I mean, they forgot to mention that there is then a company that has entered a ChatGPT command and maybe now all the firewalls are down. So Microsoft will let users respond with exactly what's wrong with the cybersecurity to get a better understanding of any hallucinations of the system. I mean, it's great, no? I mean, hello, yeah, yippee, it's April Fool's Day. So, security information is never fed back into Microsoft big data lakes. They have still data lakes. They don't have Delta lakes. Oh, come on, Microsoft. To train other Microsoft AI models. So, wait a minute. Security information. So, your most sensitive security information of your vulnerability spots of your IT infrastructure of the complete company is never fed back into Microsoft other AI models. So yeah, of course it's fed back into the AI security model, but otherwise how would Microsoft learn? Because you are a tester here for Microsoft and your company is here a beta tester, that the system can learn from the vulnerabilities that happen in real time to your company. So, but anyway, reducing the chance for confidential information from one company to end up as an answer to a question within a different company. Okay, so if you ask now ChatGPT-4, hey, can you tell me about the security problems Bank of America is having today? You do not get the answer. Yeah, IO port 7456 is currently open and you have unlimited access to personal data. You see, this is a professional system. So yeah, but of course, all your sensitive security data is fed back to train their GPT system on cybersecurity. And of course, Microsoft does not trust you that you would be able to host the GPT-4 module. So all data is transferred back to the main Microsoft supercomputer center where all your data are there for Microsoft on their server, for their analysis, for learning their cybersecurity AI systems. So yeah, I'm sure it's safe. So because they do it here for the good of they announced that the cybersecurity is now a $20 billion business. So maybe there are some commercial interest, but I'm sure that they care. So what about the responsibility of the creator of now this GPT-4 security code? Look, because ChatGPT or GPT-4 gives you back a security code that tells you, hey, you can try this code. Maybe then you can counterattack the digital attack. So how it is about the responsibility of ChatGPT? Because you are an overworked cybersecurity unlearned officer and that you entered now this GPT-4 code in the IT networks server infrastructure. Yes, Microsoft has not yet responded, but I'm sure that there's a complete responsibility Microsoft will take for. So let's go on to the last slide, and I would like to tell you here. While natural language AIs, GPT-4, can fill in the gaps for overworked and undertrained personnel in the cybersecurity sector, this is where you want to have the undertrained personnel for your IT infrastructure of the complete corporation. This is the place to have them. So to keep human eyes on the work before the GPT-4 code goes live. So what do you mean? You mean that suddenly you need a cybersecurity professional to check GPT-4 responses? So you have to pay GPT-4 cybersecurity plus a professional cybersecurity officer. It's wow, I'm so glad that it's April Fool's Day, because otherwise you would think, okay, yeah, because AI can still return false or misleading results. Hey, who is saying that? Come on, because yeah, okay, they're a CEO of a real security company is pointing out that there might be concerns about cybersecurity decision makers. I mean, it does not fit at all currently here in this beautiful presentation for Microsoft. So, I mean, he's talking about limitations of AI. I mean, that's a strange wording. I see it here the first time. But I mean, I'm sure you're in the best hand for cybersecurity. GPT-4 handling your security network, all your private personal data, your financial data, your insurance data, your corporate secrets. I mean, I'm sure, yeah, because yeah, you should protect assets and fulfill compliance obligations of the company. So it was so nice here to talk with you here on April Fool's Day about that Microsoft integrated a generative AI, GPT-4, in an active cybersecurity defense system. Find out if it's an April Fool's joke or not.